Good evening once again to this presentation this evening. Please feel welcome. We are excited to have you here. It's always nice having the members on board and new members. If you're already a member of Mining City, guys, I hope you're enjoying your mining and that the business is doing well and that everyone's keeping safe and healthy and all of those things. And just a short video about Mining City and Minebest to show you who they are, what they do, and just to give you a little bit of background and an overview. Okay, so enjoy the video and then we'll introduce you to the company and get into the swing of things. Okay guys, so for those of you who had no idea what you just saw in the video, those white containers actually house our Bitcoin mining machines. So we are a company that is associated with Minebest that puts up these mining facilities, and it gives people like me and you the opportunity to rent some hash rates from their facility in order to get rewarded with Bitcoin mining. Okay, just to introduce you to the company quickly. Okay, so as I've mentioned, we are Mining City. The parent company of Mining City is called Minebest, and Minebest is a company that puts up all this infrastructure with all the technology, the miners and things like that. Okay, so it's their mining facilities, and Mining City basically is an initiative that brings together people who want to unite their strength and increase their chance to mine Bitcoin. So Minebest has given Mining City the opportunity to bring in people and to give us the chance to rent hash rate from their mining facility in order to mine some Bitcoins. Right, okay, the mining facility that we mine from is up in Kazakhstan, right? And there's a couple of good things from Kazakhstan that you need for profitable mining. Three of those being constant electricity supply, okay, cheap electricity, and also the colder weather assists with them not having to spend so much money keeping those miner machines cold, because those are the kind of things that can eat away at your mining profits. So they've got a winning recipe up there in Kazakhstan. As I've mentioned before, it allows me and you and gives us the opportunity to at least mine some Bitcoin without having to take out the capital to put up a mining facility ourselves. Okay guys, first and foremost, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not here to tell anyone what they need to do with their money or what they can do with their money. I'm simply going to present you an opportunity that's been working for me and thousands of people around the world. Okay, and if you get excited after what we're going to show you this evening and you feel you want to become a part of this business, then we are here to assist and to help you to get on board. Okay, so for those of you who are not very familiar, we're going to give you a quick rundown on what Bitcoin is. I'm not going to go into too much detail. We always ask the people, please feel free to go and do your own homework, go and read up upon Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. But guys, in short, Bitcoin is a digital and global money system currency. So that last word, currency, it's a currency just like the rand and the dollar and the yen. Okay, the only difference is it's all digital. So you will never hold a Bitcoin in your hand. It's all digitalized, and as you might have realized, the world is moving into the digital age. We are already there. Why do I say that? Because we are already making use of credit cards, debit cards, online banking, cell phone banking. Everything we do in the world today is digitalized. And there are a lot of people that believe that in a couple of years from now, we will be a cashless society. So what we are saying is that Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is the next step in the evolution of money. Okay, it's also a peer-to-peer technology because I can send it from anywhere in the world to you. It doesn't matter where you are. All payments are recorded on a public ledger called the blockchain, and Bitcoin is the cash for the internet. Bitcoins can also be sent from anywhere in the world. No banks can block your payments or close your account. So what we do with cryptos and Bitcoin is we are cutting out the middleman. Okay. And then Bitcoin is global and not affected by any single country's financial situation or stability. So if some president somewhere around the world says something that affects the markets, Bitcoin does not have the same effect. Even with the big crash that we had in March, although Bitcoin did have a bit of a dive in the first couple of days, it recovered extremely well versus the rest of the market that's still trying to recover from that day. Okay, so what is Bitcoin mining? You've heard me talk about mining, guys. So mining plays two major roles in maintaining the Bitcoin network. It's the confirming of transactions and the issuing of new coins. So just as fiat currency, money, the rand that we know, and maybe the US dollar gets printed, and that is how it gets designed, Bitcoin gets designed by these computers called miners. Each of those miners gets a big code that goes into that computer, and the first computer that actually solves that equation confirms a transaction and issues a new coin. I know to a lot of new people who's not familiar with crypto, it might sound like Greek, and that's why we say, guys, just go and read a little bit upon it, see how the system works, how Bitcoin is generated, and you will understand exactly why we are ranting and raving about cryptocurrencies, because this will be the money of the future. So how do you participate? How do you get your hands on some Bitcoin? Right, so there are wallets. So what is a wallet or an exchange? A wallet or an exchange can be seen as a bank account for your cryptocurrencies. It's a system that is used to move crypto, to exchange crypto, to buy cryptocurrencies. Okay, so one of the most popular ones in South Africa is called Luno. There's also another popular one called VALR, V-A-L-R. And as you can see there in the middle, Altcoin Trader, which is an exchange. So you can actually go and download these wallets from your App Store or your Play Store. It's for free. What you then do is you register on this wallet. Once you have registered, you actually go and you make it a beneficiary in your bank account, and then you can transfer money into this wallet. And then when you have the money there, you can purchase Bitcoin. And now you are the proud owner of some Bitcoins. And they normally call this process buy and hold, because what your typical buy and hold guys do, they call them hodlers, right? You might have heard that name before. So what they do is they will buy Bitcoin on a lower price, wait for the price to shoot up, and then sell for a profit. So here's the challenge that we have with buy and hold. So let's say you buy, and you can afford to buy one Bitcoin today for, let's say, 170,000 Rand. Okay, and that Bitcoin price shoots up to 300,000 and you manage to sell in time. Guys, you have made 130k profit, which is extremely good, but now you're almost out of the game. Because how do you now afford your next Bitcoin? You're either going to have to wait until the Bitcoin price drops again, or you're going to have to use some of your profits in order to purchase more Bitcoins. Okay, so that is why we say mining Bitcoin is the better option. Because when you are mining Bitcoin, what you are doing is you're actually accumulating Bitcoin on a daily basis. Which means that if you start mining today, a week from today, you will have more Bitcoin than when you started with. And obviously a year from today, you will have much more Bitcoin than what you initially started with. And the whole idea is to accumulate as much coin as possible. So when that Bitcoin price then goes up to 100,000 US dollars, which they are predicting, you will be sitting with a couple of coins, and that will ensure you sit with a couple of million rands in your bank account. If not millions, I can promise you hundreds of thousands. Okay. Right, so our products, we specialize in two products called Bitcoin and Bitcoin Vault. So Bitcoin has been around for close to 12 years, since 2008. It's very popular. All of you might have heard of Bitcoin before. And then the new kid on the block is Bitcoin Vault, which was only launched at the end of November 2019. But to give you an idea what this coin has achieved in the last 6-7 months, it was launched for $1 and it is currently sitting on just below $280 per coin. Okay, so it's been doing extremely well, and you might have seen and heard that people are ranting and raving about Bitcoin Vault. There's good reason for it, and we will show you just what all the fuzz is about. So just for your information and some background, we're going to just show you some coin comparisons between Bitcoin and Vault, right? So both these coins will have 21 million coins to be mined in their lifetime. Okay, so on Bitcoin, we've already mined about 18 million, so there's about 3 million coins left. But the last coin will only be mined in the year 2140. So how does that happen? Every 4 years, there's an event called the halving. And what the halving is the best I can explain it is this way. So before the halving took place in May of this year, every 10 minutes in a block, 12.5 Bitcoin was generated. Okay, so every 10 minutes, 12.5 Bitcoin was generated in the block or created in a block, right? When the halving happened, that means that that amount of Bitcoin gets cut in half. It's exactly what it says, it gets halved. So now where things stand today, every 10 minutes in a block, there's only 6.25 Bitcoin, which means every 4 years, Bitcoin gets lesser and lesser, which makes it very scarce, and that obviously drives the demand and the price. So with Bitcoin, you cannot reverse a transaction. It's got a very high value currently, whereas Bitcoin Vault, okay, on the other hand, like I've mentioned, also 21 million Bitcoins to be mined or coins to be mined. The biggest difference between Vault and Bitcoin is that Vault will be halved every 6 months. And there's a reason for that. There's a very aggressive approach because they want Vault to catch up with the Bitcoin price in the next 3 to 4 or 5 years. And the way the coin is performing at the moment, it's well on track to actually achieve that. Okay, so it will be halved every 6 months. And as we say, it's a long-term store of value. And also one bigger difference between Vault and Bitcoin is that Vault, you will be able to reverse a transaction within 24 hours. So that will be one of the biggest pulling forces for this coin, and that will bring people to buy this and to mine this. Okay. So although Vault has got a lower value per coin currently, it does yield much more rewards for its miners. As I've mentioned, what you basically do is you rent hash rate from Minebest through Mining City, and that hash rate that you are renting is actually giving you daily rewards on Bitcoins mined. Okay, and what the hash rate is, I'll explain it to you just now. So guys, here are entry-level packages. So if you want to become part of this business, you want to put in some money, you want to rent some hash rates, this is what you can be looking at as a start. Primary at $300, standard package at $600, and a bronze package at $1,200. So what you get is 3 years worth of mining through Minebest. Okay, if you purchase today, you will start mining 10 days from today. At the bottom there's some technical information, what type of a miner we're using. It's a Watts Miner M21S, and there's that word again, the hash rate. So guys, the hash rate is the speed at which the computer or the miner actually generates and creates Bitcoin. Okay, so the higher the hash rate, the faster the machine. So as you can see there as well, the higher your package value that you purchase, the higher your hash rate, and that is why the higher package will also give you higher rewards on that package. Then at the bottom there, we've got binary points, which we're not going to concentrate too much on now. We'll talk about it later. Okay, so let's then move on, and you can see what the rewards are for the entry-level packages on Bitcoin. Remember, these are Bitcoin packages. So there are your estimated monthly returns. On primary, you're looking at about $7, on standard $13, and on bronze, you're looking at an estimation of about $25. People, why we say estimated is because the Bitcoin price fluctuates. Okay, so we can't give you 100% accurate figures, but that should give you a very good idea of what your rewards will be by renting that hash rate from the company. Okay, it doesn't look like much. If you actually go and you calculate it and work it out, you will see that it's about 4 times more than any bank will give you for that same amount of money if you have to go and invest it, right? Then we're looking at our top of the range, our 3 top packages, which is silver at $2,400, gold at $4,200, and platinum at $12,600. The same applies. You also get 3 years worth of mining. You start mining 10 days after, but guys, look at the difference in the hash rate for these packages. Much higher than the entry-level packages, and that is why the rewards that you will be getting renting those hash rates is so much higher as well. So silver, you're looking at about $50 monthly, gold $86, and platinum $280. And for the new people who's on here for the first time, I hope you can remember the figures, because we're going to show you now exactly what Vault will give you for that same hash rate. Okay, and that is why we are going on about Vault, because Vault is the stronger performer. Not to say that Bitcoin is a bad coin to go with, because remember now, there's people predicting a 20 to 30,000 US dollar Bitcoin price a year from now. And then there are people talking about $100,000 Bitcoin price 5 years from now. And then there's even people going as high as $1 million in the next 10 years. So if that happens, imagine what happens to your rewards on that same package that you are renting from the company. So if that needs to go up to 40,000 US dollars, let's say on the platinum package, that means that the rewards that you are seeing there of 280 can be multiplied by 6, 7, or 8 times. Okay, so that is what you need to be thinking about. Remember that the Bitcoin price will go up again, and as the Bitcoin price rises, so will your rewards. So I hope that is clear and that you understand. Let's now go over the super coin. Right, Bitcoin Vault. There's no difference in the package prices when it comes to Vault. Everything is exactly the same, okay? Terahash and everything, but guys, look at the rewards that you get from Vault. It's about 7 to 8 times more than what Bitcoin is giving us at this stage. And this is why a lot of people, when they come in and they see what we do and what the rewards they can get on renting hash from Vault, this is why they are going for Vault packages. So you can see a primary on Bitcoin was sitting at $7. A primary on Vault is sitting currently at close to $50 estimated monthly. People, that is 10 to 12 times more any bank will give you if you have to go and invest that amount of money in the bank. Standard package, $95, bronze, $180, and this is where the magic happens. Our 3 top packages, you're looking silver at close to $350, gold $650, and platinum $2,000 estimated. Okay, so I hope this is clear. I hope you understand, and I hope you are already excited, because you can basically make back the money that you put in for renting that hash rate within 4 to 6 months. You can make back the money that you've put in there, and then you will mine for the rest of your life. We know we were talking about 3 years worth of mining. We will show you how that becomes for the rest of your life. So for a once-off amount of, let's say, $2,400 on a silver package, you will be mining for the rest of your life. Okay, so I hope you've written this down or taken a screenshot. If not, we will be here again Saturday morning, and you're more than welcome to ask us. We will forward you the information as well. And then we've got just a little picture here, just a demo that we took, a little screenshot from someone's wallet and what that person has actually accumulated in 5 months. But please note that there was some business building included here. But in 5 months' time, they managed to accumulate 117 Bitcoin Vault coins. Okay, and at that time, the coins were worth about $14,400. Okay, that is a while back. So if you must take the same amount versus the coin price at the moment, okay, that will be sitting on $32,760 for 117 coins. People, now that is a lot of money. And that is why we say when you mine, you need to be thinking about accumulating. Because what you want to do when you're mining is you want to accumulate as much coin as possible over the next 3 to 5 years. So when that price then goes up to 50,000 Rand or 100,000 Rand or even $100,000, and you are sitting with 100 coins or 300 coins, go and do that calculation. You will be amazed to see how many zeros will pop up on your calculator. But this is the magic behind mining Bitcoin, and you need to have your typical investor mentality because it needs to be a bit of long term. But once again, it's your money. You decide if you want to accumulate. You decide if you want to use the money on a daily or a monthly basis. That's your decision. Just to show you what the potential is, I will definitely update that to show the new figures. Then something else we are very excited about is the crypto debit cards that we will start testing the end of the month. So people, at the moment, what happens is your profits go into your Mining City back office. It's basically like an online banking system. And from there, you can actually then withdraw money into your wallet, let's say like Luno. So you move your Bitcoin from your Mining City back office into your Luno wallet. In your Luno wallet, you then sell your Bitcoin for rands and then transfer that rands into your bank account. So with the crypto cards, how it's going to work is you will be transferring your Bitcoin directly into your card. And then whenever you swipe that card, it will automatically convert your Bitcoin to rands, and you can then pay for anything at any shop. It will be a Visa card, and we are excited to see how it's going to work and when they will make it available to Mining City members. So something else to be excited about as well. So if you would like to rent some hash rates from Minebest through the Minebest facilities via Mining City, guys, you need to decide what package you would like. Okay, you then purchase that package, you start mining in 10 days, you will get daily Bitcoin payouts. You get paid daily, fractions of a Bitcoin obviously. It's 100% passive income, there's no maintenance plan, and you pay once and never again. Unless if you start with a small package and you want to upgrade that package or purchase more packages, then you can do so. Okay, if you play your cards right and you use the profits that you're making, you can use your mining to purchase or upgrade your packages. You don't have to take more money out of your pocket. Right, so that was the first side of the business, is where you rent hash rate and you get rewarded on the hash rate that you are renting from the company. But we've got a second part of the business that we would like to talk about and to show you, and that is building the business. Guys, your typical network marketing. So before you run away and say, but I don't network, I don't speak to people, you speak to people on a daily basis. And you actually network for companies and businesses out there without them paying you for it, okay? Because when you see a special at the shop, you go and you tell your friends about it. And then they go and they buy that special. So you are marketing for that company. The only difference is they are not paying you for it. Where here you will be getting paid for that. This is not compulsory. You don't need to build a business. It's your choice, okay? But believe me, if you want to make quicker money, better money, faster money, and more money, this is the way to go. It's all up to you. So let's show you exactly how it works. And yeah, if there's any questions while I'm doing this, guys, just please put it in the chat box as I've mentioned, and we will look at it after the presentation. So when building the business, there will be 5 different streams of income. This is all over and above your mining, okay? Your miner mines, you do nothing, you get paid daily, don't have to worry about it. When you build a business, there will be 5 different income streams. Full share bonuses, a $200 binary cycle bonus, $10 team matching bonus, there are repurchases, and also ranks in the company, which obviously has certain benefits associated with it, and we're going to talk about each of these just now. Guys, so the full share bonuses, how does this work? If you decide you want to become part of Mining City and you are doing well and your miner is making you money and you decide to tell people about it and they want to get on board, they then come in, they sign under your link, and for the first 5 people that you tell about Mining City and they join, you will be rewarded with 5% on the value of the package that they purchase. Okay, for your first 5 members, because your first 5 members will go into Team A automatically. You don't need to worry about it. The system puts them in Team A for you. Okay, so if you manage to bring in a gold package in your Team A, that same evening after the person has been placed, you will be rewarded with $210. Right. Then from your 6th person up to infinity, those people come in your Team B, and in your Team B, you earn 10% of the value of the package that they purchase. So once again, if you manage to bring in a gold package, that same evening, $420 will be paid into your back office, into your wallet. Right. So that's the full share bonuses. Those guys with the yellow jackets and yellow hats, those are not safety officers. We actually call them business builders. These are people like myself and the rest of my team that go out there, that go grow the business, that learn and coach people about Mining City, about mining Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and we actually make a living out of it. We go out there, we build the business, and you need to have at least 1 builder in your Team A and 1 builder in your Team B. And people, believe me, you never know who the people are that you bring in. You might bring them in thinking they are just going to be mining, and that person becomes your biggest builder. Okay. This opportunity, and this business is all about duplication. I'm going to tell you now exactly how that works. So your second stream of income is your cycles. Guys, and this is very exciting. The cycles, everyone in this business will tell you how awesome it is to cycle, how awesome and exciting it is to see that you will cycle this evening, and then to wake up tomorrow morning and see the money in your account. Okay, so how do you generate a cycle? In order for you to generate a cycle, right, what needs to happen is there's your structure. When you buy into Mining City, you will be on top because you are the CEO of your own company, right? You will have a left leg on your binary and you will have a right leg on your binary. Okay. In order for you to generate a cycle, what needs to happen is the system requires 5 credits on your left-hand side and 5 credits on your right-hand side. So now you might be asking, where do those credits come from? Well, just have a look on the right-hand side over here. So each package has a certain amount of credits associated with it. So for the sake of this exercise and to make it easier for you to understand, let's talk about the gold. Okay, so the gold package gives you 7 credits. So if you happen to come and you bring in a gold package and place 1 gold package on the left-hand side on top and 1 gold package on the right-hand side on top, it means you will have 7 credits that comes through to you on the left, 7 on your right. The system only needs 5 and 5. So that evening the system comes, it takes away the 5. It will leave you with a balance of 2 on each side, and that evening you generate $200. You generate a cycle. So how this works is, people, it doesn't matter how deep your level or your tree is. If it's in the same structure, okay, if someone puts in a platinum at the bottom, those 21 credits will work its way through the system to the top. So everyone in that structure benefits out of those credits. And that is why it's so crucial that the team work together, because everyone will benefit out of that. And that is how you will accumulate cycles and sometimes get paid without doing anything. You've got a team under you that's working hard, that's bringing in people, it's accumulating credits. You will be making money without lifting a finger. But that's not how this business works, because we work together, we work as a team, we help each other. Okay, there's no free rides in life. So the better everyone works together, the better everyone will benefit from it. So if you can see, like at the bottom on the left hand side here, you see there's a gold spillover. What that means is that if someone on top of you, your upline, comes and they want to place, let's say, a gold package, and they see there's a little opening in your structure on the left hand side here, and they place that gold package there, see what happens. The 7 credits move to the person on the top's right hand side, the person above him's left hand side. You will have those credits on your left hand side as well. Okay, so it's a win-win situation. Right, so what I also want to explain to you is that let's say you have 7 credits on your left and only 4 credits on your right hand side. It means that you need 1 more credit in order to cycle on your right. Then if someone on top of you comes and they put, let's say, a standard package at the bottom here, which is 1 credit, you will be rewarded with that credit. I've just assisted you with generating a cycle, and I'm going to show you how I will also be rewarded for assisting team members. Okay, guys, I hope this is clear. I know it's a lot of information to take in, especially if it's your first time. It doesn't matter, you can always join us again or let us know. We are here to help, we are here to learn, okay? So if there's anything or any time that you need something from us, that's why we are here. Or you contact the person we invited you to this presentation, and he will sort you out. So I know there's a lot of questions about the structure, guys, because people want to know, so who do you put left, who you put right? It really doesn't matter. Okay, your team A doesn't have to have all 5 on the left or left and right. It doesn't matter where you put them. The first 5 people, regardless of their position, will be in team A. And then the rest from your 6th person onwards will be in your team B. Okay, so don't worry too much about that. That is how it works. Guys, and I also just want to mention what sets this apart from any other Ponzi scheme or pyramid that's out there is, with those schemes, typically the guy on top here is the guy making all the money. So although you will be benefiting out of the credits that comes your way from your team at the bottom, if this person at the right hand side at the bottom here next to the yellow jacket guy, if he works hard, if he goes out there, if he promotes the business and he builds, because of the extra commissions and things that he will get out of the business, he will be earning more money than the guy sitting on top. And that is why this can't be called a pyramid scheme. All depends on what you want to get out of the business. All depends on how hard you are willing to work the system. Okay. So I hope that is clear. I'm not going to hang around too much. I think I've spent too much time. So let's move on. So we'll talk about the ranks later, but we just want to mention to you here. So you are capped on your cycles per day according to your rank. So when you come into a business and you have at least a standard package, $600 package, you are a citizen. Now citizens can cycle up to 4 times daily, and that's $800 per day. Okay, it's not to say that's what you're gonna make every day, guys. It all depends on how hard you work, how quickly you accumulate those credits, but that is what you can do on a daily basis. As you can see then, as you climb higher in ranks, your cycles per day gets higher, so your governors can cycle up to 14 times a day. That is $2,800 on a daily basis. And there are people in the business already achieving that. So let that sink in a bit. So remember what I mentioned, that you needed 1 credit and I came and I assisted you with that credit in order to cycle. Whenever you assist your team with a cycle, the system rewards you with an additional $10. Okay, so you've got a bigger problem now because you've even got more money that goes into your pocket. If you manage to assist 3 members to cycle that same evening, you will get paid $30. So that's your 3rd stream of income, right? Now, repurchases. Let's say you decide you want to rent a primary, okay, a $300 package, right? And you then go and you have the opportunity to set that miner of yours onto a certain percentage of repurchase. So a good rule of thumb in the business is 20%. So what that means is if you set your miner on 20%, 80% of the profits comes into your wallet, right? And 20% goes back into the system. Some of it gets reinvested, some of it goes to the company for maintenance and upgrades of the facilities and so on. Okay, but that 20% that goes back into the system, once that has accumulated to 1% of your package value, so on the $300 package, once it's accumulated to $3, your team A will get rewarded with 10%, which is 30 cents, team B 20%, which is 60 cents. Now you might think this is not a lot of money. People, the bigger your business grows and your structure grows, you might be sitting with 20 or 30 pages of this on a daily basis. If you then start to add cents and $1 and $2, it becomes a big income. You can actually become one of the biggest incomes in your business over time. Okay. So I hope that is clear while we're on the repurchases, guys. But maybe I must just move to the next slide, right? While we're on the repurchases, what happens with that same repurchase? Once again, once it has accumulated to 1% of your package value, this system will automatically open up an additional share, an additional mining share of 1,100 mining days. So you will have an additional 3 years worth of mining that comes your way. It happens automatically. So guys, if you keep it like on a 20%, every 2 months or so, you will have an additional 3 years worth of mining. And that is why we say you will mine for the rest of your life. Okay. If you happen to leave your miner on a 0% over the next 3 years, okay, it means that after 3 years, your contract will expire and you will have to purchase once again. But as long as you have it on a certain percentage of repurchase, you will keep on accumulating additional shares, and that is how you will mine for the rest of your life. Okay, I hope that's understandable. Hope that's clear. We are almost done, guys. We're just going to run through the ranks quickly. So how the ranking works, as I've mentioned, if you come in with the $300 package, guys, you're actually a resident. I don't have it on the slide, but from a $600 package upwards, you become a citizen. Okay, so you become a citizen. In order for you to become a city builder, you need to sponsor 5 citizens and have a sales volume of $12,000 US. Now, before you get nervous about that, that $12,000 US is not you alone. You and the people in your structure actually accumulate to that amount. So if you bring in your first 2 people, and those people go and they bring in guys with big packages or whatever the case may be, those sales volumes count for you as well. So once again, you're not on your own. You work as a team here. Right. Then if you want to become a city developer, you need a total of 3 city builders in your team and a total sales volume of $60,000 US. So what needs to happen basically is you need to have 3 people in your downline, and all 3 of them needs to jump to the next rank in order for you to be promoted to the following rank as well. And this is why we say that this system and this business is all about the duplication. So if you are good in this business and you know how to work the system, or you have a good mentor, the only thing you need to do is to teach your people the same tricks of the trade. Okay. If they then can duplicate what you do or what your mentor does, and they can then in turn teach their people to do the same, it's all about duplication. That's how you build a business. That's how your network grows. Right. So 3 of the highest ranks in the company is your city manager, your chief manager, your city mayor. You will see there once again, same principle applies. If 3 of your members below you ranks up to the next level, that will obviously promote you to the higher rank as well. The only thing that differs, as you can see there, is the sales volumes get much higher. Okay, so city chief managers needs to achieve $2 million and city mayors $10 million. So people, you can already recognize that these are not people that sit back and wait for money and success to come to them. They work the system, they work 14 to 16 hours a day, they go out there, they grow the business, they accumulate the sales volumes there, and they get rewarded for their hard work as well. Okay, and that is because these people are putting in the time and effort that a lot of them has become financially free. Financially free through this business, and you can do it as well. Then the highest rank in the company is a governor. A governor needs to have 3 city mayors in his team and a total sales volume of $100 million. Right. Guys, we already have governors in this business, so you can imagine what those people's teams look like and how much money they actually earn out of the business. Right. So, as in any good business, and I hope the business or the company you are working for does the same, whenever you rank up and you get promoted, they give you a once-off bonus. Right. So when you become a builder, you get $100 of Bitcoin paid into your account. Okay. So Bitcoin to the equivalent of $100 gets paid into your wallet. Once you become a developer, it's $250 and the manager gets $3,500 and also a Minebest-Smile S1 phone. It's a phone that was actually designed by EL. Okay, the CEO of Minebest. It's 1 in a million. It's something unique that you will have in your possession, guys, and it's very exciting. Chief managers gets rewarded $50,000 or a car to the same value. We've put there Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Okay, so it's your choice. You take the cash or you take the car. A mayor, $100,000 or a Mercedes-Benz S-Class or whatever car you fancy. Okay, and then governors, $350,000 once off, or an apartment for the same value anywhere in the world. You can choose. Right. Now guys, people, if this doesn't motivate you to do well and to grow your business, I don't know what will. Okay. Because we are willing to work for bosses for 30 or 40 years in order to not retire, in order for governments to take half our pension. Okay. But every morning we get up, we go to work, we sit there, we do what we get told, okay, in order to get a paycheck, but we are not willing to work hard for ourselves for 4 to 5 years in order to become financially free. Because that 4-letter word, work, scares people for some reason. Doesn't scare you when you need to go to the boss and make him rich. Scares you when you need to do it for yourself. Okay. But I can promise you, if you work hard in this business, you can go and look at the testimonies in this company. There are people that within 3 years became financially free, guys, and I can promise you in 4 or 5 years time from now, they can actually retire easily. Okay. So to give you an idea of earning potentials in this business, guys, this is what, not saying that you are going to make this amount of money. It's the potential. There are people making this kind of money in the business, but they are working hard. Okay. So from your manager upwards to governor, guys, the potential there is anything between 300,000 and 6 million rand monthly. So let that sink in. Okay. All of a sudden your paycheck doesn't look so good anymore. Anything between 300,000 and 6 million monthly. Right. You don't have to take my word for it. I can actually go and introduce you to people who are actually earning these amounts on a monthly basis. Okay. So Guys, that's the presentation for this evening. What is your picture of a wealthy life? What is your why? Why did you come to this presentation this evening? I don't know. I've got my own why. Okay, maybe it's to become financially free. Maybe it's to earn an extra 5,000 Rand a month, or perhaps you are thinking of earning a 6-figure income out of this business. All depends on what you want to do, right? At the end of the day in life, no one but yourself dictates what happens and where you will end up. The only person controlling your future and what you can do with your life is that person staring back at you in the mirror. Okay, so if your life is not on track currently and you are not doing what you think you should be doing in life, it's time that you have to start a very urgent and serious conversation with that person, right? Okay, but I hope you enjoyed the presentation. I hope at least we got you excited. I hope you see the potential in this business and that we are a family here and that we work together and that we actually want to see people succeed. And people, I can promise you, like I say, there's testimonies in this company that you won't believe on how people change their lives around in a matter of a year or 2 years, if not sooner. So some people do make an impact within a couple of weeks. Some people, it might take them 6 months, maybe a year, it all depends. Okay, but the potential is there. If it can work for other people, it can work for you as well.